In February 2021, a heart-stopping rescue took place in Detroit, Michigan, when a stranded Labrador mix was found helpless on the icy surface of the Detroit River. With no shelter, food, or way to escape, the dog braved the harsh winter cold for 4 days, surrounded by freezing waters and dangerously thin ice. His survival seemed impossible, but thanks to the relentless efforts of animal rescuers, volunteers, and the community, this dog, later named Miracle, was saved in what became one of the most dramatic pet rescues in recent history. A frightening sight on the ice. It all began when residents near the river noticed a lone dog wandering across the ice. At first, people assumed he was simply lost and would eventually find his way back to safety. However, as time passed, it became clear that the dog was trapped. He had no way to reach solid ground, and any wrong step could send him plunging into the freezing water below. Concerned citizens alerted local animal rescue groups, including Friends of the River Rouge Animal Shelter, who immediately mobilized a rescue operation. The icy terrain, however, posed a huge challenge. Any attempt to walk across the unstable ice could result in a tragedy, not just for the dog, but also for rescuers. Multiple rescue attempts and a desperate situation. Rescue teams first tried using drones equipped with food to lure the frightened dog toward land, hoping he would follow. But the dog, weak and disoriented, refused to move. His body was already feeling the effects of prolonged exposure to the extreme cold, and he barely had the strength to stand. As the days passed, temperatures continued to drop, increasing the risk that the ice would break or that the dog would succumb to hypothermia. The urgency to save him grew, and volunteers knew they were running out of time. Finally, one brave rescuer decided to take the ultimate risk, crawling across the ice himself to reach the stranded animal. A daring ice rescue. Dressed in protective gear and carrying a long pole with a net, the rescuer carefully made his way onto the ice. Every movement had to be slow and calculated to prevent the ice from cracking beneath him. The dog, exhausted and scared, barely reacted as the rescuer inched closer. When he was finally within reach, the rescuer swiftly secured the dog and, with the help of the team on shore, pulled him across the frozen surface to safety. The moment Miracle reached solid ground, cheers erupted from the crowd gathered nearby. After days of uncertainty, the dog was finally safe. His body was ice cold, and his fur was matted with frost. But he was alive. A new life for Miracle. Miracle was rushed to a veterinary clinic where he was treated for frostbite, dehydration, and extreme exhaustion. Despite his ordeal, he showed incredible resilience and quickly began recovering. His story soon spread across social media, and animal lovers from all over the country sent messages of support. Many people offered to adopt him, but the shelter carefully selected a loving home where Miracle could finally live the life he deserved, one filled with warmth, safety, and love. The rescue of Miracle remains one of the most extraordinary animal survival stories in recent years. His story is a testament to the compassion of those who refuse to give up on him, and a reminder of how even in the coldest, most desperate situations, hope can still shine through.